Actually, most new cars we have, we do a. First of all, I want to say I'm impressed. I'm blown away by the constituents, the group here, how many people are here today, and how warm it has felt all day. The reception's been fantastic. Dick and I have been on an epic trip. We're very close now.
How close?
600 horsepower.
Yeah, I was going to say 640 horsepower.
I think we were singing songs together and holding hands.
Just no long showers, right?
Especially in, anyway, I'll tell you about the snowstorm in a minute. But I couldn't think of a better way to end an incredible week, you know, just to come. We had this in the back of our heads that this was going to be how it would end. And it really made it worthwhile, and it exceeded our expectations. The warmth, the reception, the fact that the whole spirit of the car, the reason we built this car is exactly for this reason right here. So it just really makes it all worthwhile. So thank you for that. A lot of kind words today about the new car. A lot of people haven't seen it and physically touched it yet or seen it up close. And it really means a lot to us to hear it. You know, we're not so cocky people. We're very self-critical, and to hear obviously people know what they're talking about, say I like or don't like the car. And a few criticisms here, but they're all constructive. Everybody's very classy about it. That means a lot to me. So we really put a lot of effort into the new car, and we sweat it. And when I mean sweat, I mean literally terrified that our owners would not like it or not like it, right? Because we build it for you guys. So if you don't like it, we're in big trouble. So, but it seems like you dig it so far. So the trip was a crazy idea because normally when we build new cars, we have what we call a fast feedback program. But the Viper's the only car that we can't afford to do that. We can't give executives cars because they tend to wreck them and stuff. So I figured I would take a trip, and what started off being an innocent little trip, because I always was going to come here today. I was going to fly out, see Jay Leno, and then hang out with you guys. But the driving part was not part of the equation. I said, what if I were to drive from Key West, which is where I ended up going on vacation, to here? And I called this guy and I said, how many dumbasses would come with me? And the funny thing is, Dick was in Tampa. Where were you?
South of Tampa.
South of Tampa. He flew home and like the very next day flew back practically.
No,
like 2 days later.
I drove home.
He drove home, that's right.
Because I was down there with my family. Then I flew back to Tampa where he picked me up.
Yeah, and I basically drove from Key West and literally as he landed at the airport, picked him up, and our journey began. And everything was great until we got to Texas. Was it last night?
No, Thursday.
Thursday night. Yeah, and a storm. I didn't know they had storms in Texas.
Oh, ice storm.
Yeah, we saw it coming. It turned out to be a blizzard, so we spent about 80 miles in about a half-inch of snow, and it was getting so bad we could not exit the freeway because they weren't plowed. So if we exited, we'd be done. So we just kept going. We followed trucks, and eventually they left the freeway. So I think by the time we got to where the freeway closed, for the last 3.5, maybe even more than that, 10 miles or so, we were the only car on the road.
Oh, God.
Did you have the traffic control?
There's plow trucks and police, and they're looking at us like, what the hell are you doing? A pre-season tire GTS in the snow, and it did awesome. The new traction control system was great. And they shut down the freeway. We ended up staying with 400 other cars and people that were stranded. And we slept in a youth hostel. It was really humbling. But, my pansy ass was used to 5-star hotel. I needed that. Anyway, we made it. It was fun. The car was flawless. It was absolutely flawless. 9,000 miles that car has on it now. It was just didn't miss a beat. We figured out a few little details, but long story short, I'm just happy to see the spirit of Viper still here, and people like you are having a good time and hanging out so late on a Saturday. And I can see the grins on everybody's face. You definitely bonded and had a fantastic day. So thank you. And we do it without you. There is no us. That's what I believe. So thank you.